Welcome to Mama Mosey Tarot. No captions, no hashtags, and trending sounds. If you're seeing me, it might be for a reason. Sometimes that reason is just to test your discernment, to see if you get that vibe, that feeling. If you do, by saying that means you allow me in your energy to catch a vibe. Now, I have my 3 Ally Man decks up, and we have the Knight of Quasars, the Queen of Wands, and the Patient. The Knight of Quasars is a card of something coming into your life so astounding that it changes everything completely. It has such a gravitational pull that it affects every aspect of your life. 33 on the timer when I looked. But you are not, even with that, you are not seeing this thing. It's like you've been given power. Jeez, you've been given power that you didn't necessarily want or ask for, because we had the 4 of Cups behind it. You can see, you can feel. There are things that you can tell. And you really find it to be a great burden. Because it's very hard for you to avoid things and not see things. With this Queen of Wands, so you see how she's got, you can't really necessarily see her pupils, you just see that purple type of sclera over everything. We also had the Patient with the the Oracles, the Oracle Plane Secrets. The Patient is a card that there is something for you to see and you have not accepted it yet. With this Knight of Quasars coming in, and you're also distracting yourself with work. You got another, so that's 2 Ten of Swords that I've seen here. The first Ten of Swords that I mentioned was the fact that you don't necessarily like the fact that you can see, the fact that that you tell. You have 2 Ten of Swords here. God, fuck me. You do not want this, I feel like. Like it has only ever caused you pain in knowing this information, having this information, being able to glean this information, which is fucking nuts, because underneath this Ten of Swords, you had fear. Okay? It's like you don't want it to happen again. Underneath this Ten of Swords, there is change. So, and I didn't even think it was going to be like this. You have a choice. And this thing keeping you up at night, the fact that you cannot sleep and it keeps you up thinking at 4 a.m., you don't have to make any big promises. You don't have to be what everybody else is. You don't have to use your gifts the way everybody else does. The reason that they are your gifts is because you bring something to them. You bring a light, a fire. You bring something to them that allows the inaction of them to be extremely helpful and repercussive across, I want to say generations, but people. You connect people. But the fact that you have those 2 Ten of Swords and such different variables underneath either one, don't make any choices now. Fuck, don't make any choices now. But don't stop either. This has been gifted to you for a reason. So use it in your day-to-day. Use it just for you. Use it just for you. Just be like, is that light gonna turn green? Right now. Don't actually drive. Just trust yourself. Trust yourself and prove to yourself. Because there's shadow work that needs to be done here. But the shadow work and the accepting, since fucking childhood, accepting that this was a part of you and is a tool for you to utilize. You don't even have to use it for anybody else. You can just use it for you. The basis here is that it is not a burden. It is not something that is meant to make your life worse. It is something meant to help you. Okay, but with this echoing here, there is some pain and trauma that you need to get over. Some fucking manifestations of whatever the fuck, whatever gift or talent you have, some manifestation of it needs to become an echo. It needs to not affect you so heavily, so deeply anymore. But I will say also beware that you are not using it out of turn to show off and make people like you, to show off and use for people to want to be around you. This is your gift, okay? Fuck. Oh my God. Didn't expect that. Holy crap. The Patient goes here. I mix up these decks so much sometimes when I do shit like that, like pull all those fucking cards out. Okay. So, why are you seeing me? And I'm not doing this filter thing on my phone on purpose. I got an S25 Ultra upgraded from S22. It's just doing what it does. I kind of hate it. But King of Cups. So King of Cups. Another 7 of Pentacles. So you did get a 7 of Pentacles as well on one of the other decks. So King of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. There is work here, but it is work You get another fucking king. You get a King of Pentacles. You get a King of Pentacles, King of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Tower. Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So there is victory here. That's what the Six of Wands is. And underneath it, we have the Five of Swords reversed. Stop being in your fucking head so much about this. Stop being like, oh, it doesn't, but it did this, but it did that. It did. And you are now where you are because it did its thing. You are now at a certain specific spot in your life because your brain did this thing. Okay? This was not something that just happened. You've had this for a while. You just have not been fucking utilizing it. But now is the time. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Now is the time to utilize that, to make plans with it, to use it to help other people. King of Cups and King of Pentacles. I want to say with these two, again, it is a choice. It is the emotional or the practical. You can use it for you to help other people, or you can sell it for you to help other people. This is just what this is. But keep in mind, there is a Tower here. So make sure whatever choice you make, you are looking ahead to see whatever repercussions might come from you choosing to step in either direction. Okay? But a step must be taken towards this. And I mean, you can deny your gifts, but you don't need to. You are 100% strong enough to take that pussy in hand. I really should erase that, but I had to, it was in my head, I had to say it, to take that cat in hand and do what needs to be done. And that, this gift, you see how she's not restraining that lion in any way. It is not physical strength that moves her. It is the strength of connection between herself and this lion. This, between your physical self and your brain, this connection, how strong this connection is. That lion sits there comfortably because it chooses to. She's not holding that fucking lion down. If it decided to stand up and eat her head, it could. But she has worked with it. So she utilizes said lion. And the lion allows it. Your gifts work with them. Page of Pentacles. Now, I don't have the guidebook for this deck either, because guess what? Also got this one on Temu. Both of them on accident. But the Page of Pentacles, page is a new energy. So I think if you decide to make money from your gifts, from your talents, make sure that you write out some contracts so you cannot get fucked. Make sure you are keeping boundaries in place, and there is work here. It is not going to be, there is going to be a grind here, because all of those years that you have proved to yourself while trying to deny it, all those years that you proved to yourself that you have this gift is concrete and it is real, you still have to prove it to other people. So there is going to be a fight here, and it's going to be, you also have to understand, when you help people like this, you get into their business. It is no longer necessarily impersonal, depending on the type of gift you have. So you have to be willing and able to understand within yourself, we get the Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck. I can take on this energy. I can take on this